What is Jungkook secretly preparing behind closed doors? Is this just a casual dance practice or a major hidden project in the making? His all-black outfit adds a layer of mystery. ARMYs are suspicious, and it was all caught on camera. Like, comment, and subscribe to stay updated with every exclusive detail surrounding Jungkook and BTS, because even the smallest hint could lead to something massive. The studio was quiet. The polished wooden floor echoed the sound of slow, deliberate footsteps. There was no music. Not yet. Just the sound of a breath being held. A space brimming with tension, like the world was waiting for something important to begin. Then he entered. A familiar silhouette, yet wrapped in silence. Jungkook of BTS, his hair was tucked beneath a sleek black hat with flaps trailing along the sides. His outfit oversized, monochrome, and effortlessly composed. A loose-fitting black sweatshirt, long cargo shorts, black socks tucked into charcoal Crocs. In one hand, he held a microphone, wireless, intentional. He wasn't just showing up. He had a purpose. Within minutes of these images leaking online, ARMY was buzzing. This wasn't just any dance practice. Something about it felt different. The outfit, the silence, the atmosphere. Jungkook wasn't playing around. He was preparing. But for what? Online threads ignited instantly. Why is Jungkook dressed entirely in black? Is he hiding something or making a statement? One fan asked in a now viral tweet. Others began investigating deeper, and it didn't take long for some very observant ARMYs to notice a pattern. The same outfit appeared in multiple situations, once during dance rehearsal, once in vocal practice, and again while seated behind a mic, fingers drumming against his chest in rhythm. This wasn't a coincidence. Was it a uniform for something we didn't yet know? Fans began digging. Some speculated it was connected to a solo mixtape. Others wondered if it was for a surprise project he's been developing in secret, away from the cameras, away from HYBE's usual loud promotions. The theory wasn't impossible. Jungkook is no stranger to subtlety. He's always preferred to let the art speak for itself. And yet, that seriousness in his eyes couldn't be ignored. The way he walked, the way he communicated silently with staff, the laser-sharp focus on his face as he stepped to the center of the studio. There was something heavy, something deeply intentional behind those calm movements. One ARMY fan site claimed to have analyzed a leaked audio snippet from the studio mic. The song is unlike anything in Golden, they wrote. The melody is darker. The lyrics are introspective. There's an emotional weight we haven't heard from him in a long time. The rumor spread like wildfire. Was Jungkook working on a new genre? A healing ballad from his time in the military? Or something confessional, something meant only for ARMY? Then came a whisper from a known insider in a private fan forum. The message was vague, but enough to spark chaos. Jungkook is preparing something he wants to drop quietly. No big promotion, but it will make headlines worldwide. No promotion. That's the complete opposite of HYBE's usual strategy. So was this project even managed by HYBE, or is Jungkook independently planning something personal? The next set of photos gave more fuel to the fire. In one frame, Jungkook is seen holding a music sheet, pointing towards specific lyrics while speaking low to a staff member. There's no audio in the video, but lip readers claimed he said, "Let's keep this until everything's ready." That one sentence was enough to throw ARMY into full investigative mode. Suddenly, even the Crocs he wore became symbols. He chose comfort because he's working for hours non-stop. One fan explained, "He's not here for visuals. He's here to create." Others noted how the all-black look may represent a shadow project, a personal message cloaked in mystery, made only for those willing to dig deeper. And yet, fans also noticed something else. In one of the dance room clips, another figure briefly entered the frame, blurry, hidden, but familiar. A BTS member, or a close collaborator. What if this wasn't a solo project at all, but a secret unit performance or a subunit comeback? The possibilities multiplied. Meanwhile, Jungkook remained silent. No Weavers posts, no Instagram updates, just the occasional sighting in rehearsal gear, always the same outfit, always with that signature seriousness etched into his face. Is this just a rehearsal, or the beginning of a secret era? Is he preparing a gift to be revealed? Suddenly, maybe even during a live stream or surprise drop? Is he planning to sing truths he could never say before? Each day without an answer only deepens the mystery. ARMY isn't just waiting. They're decoding, watching, listening, because when Jungkook moves in silence, it usually means a storm is coming. And maybe that's the most Jungkook thing of all, to work without needing to tell the world, to trust his art will speak louder than any teaser ever could, to wear black not to hide but to protect something sacred until it's ready. So what's coming? Jungkook, a mixtape, a message, a moment that will break the internet. Only time will tell, but ARMY is ready, eyes sharp, hearts open, theories flying like wildfire. Because when Jungkook steps onto the wooden floor, mic in hand, head lowered, body relaxed but alert, we all know something unforgettable is about to begin. It was the stillness that said the most. In that quiet, air-conditioned room, far from the glittering lights of a concert stage, Jungkook seemed to enter a different state of being. The world outside faded, his breath aligned with the rhythm of the unseen. With his head slightly bowed, eyes locked forward, he looked like someone chasing a sound only he could hear. And perhaps that was the truth of it. This wasn't performance. This wasn't practice. This was ritual. Some say artists become their truest selves not on the stage, but in the rehearsal room when no one is watching, when there are no cheers or expectations, only the silence that demands honesty. And in these leaked images, Jungkook looked raw, unfiltered, focused. He moved with an intensity that wasn't just physical, it was emotional. Every beat of the choreography carried a subtle, almost imperceptible weight, like each step was rooted in something deeper: trauma, longing, hope. Was this project a reflection of what he endured during his time away, or was it a declaration of who he had become? Observers who zoomed into the frame noticed a peculiar detail: taped markings on the floor. At first glance, they looked like regular positioning guides for dancers. But one fan on Twitter pointed out something startling. The tape formed shapes, letters. In one corner of the room, the tape subtly traced a J across the floor, an unmistakable KJ and K, Jungkook's initials. Coincidence? Or signature? It began to feel like every piece of this mystery was placed intentionally, like a coded letter meant for those willing to read between the lines. And then came the humming, barely audible. In one of the clips, as Jungkook sat behind the mic stand in the third photo, ears plugged with in-ear monitors, lips slightly parted, he began humming, a melody so fragile it almost dissolved into the air. It wasn't a known tune. It wasn't a track from his debut solo album, Golden. It wasn't even recorded in a professional studio. Yet somehow it hit deeper. The sound of someone searching for truth inside themselves. A fan translated the lyrics they thought they heard. I lost my voice in the noise, but here, I find it again. Theories exploded. Was this a song about his inner battles, his time in the military, the pressure of perfection, the feeling of being idolized but not always understood? People close to Jungkook have often said that he's the type to stay quiet when he's hurting, to keep his feelings sealed beneath layers of professionalism. But something about this all-black attire, this silent rehearsal, this almost monastic solitude felt like he was finally letting something out. And what if this project wasn't for a concert or album at all? What if this was a gift? A hidden message only meant for ARMY? There's precedent. Jungkook has always favored surprise. His first solo uploads, his late-night lives, his casual, off-the-grid TikTok moments. He connects best when things aren't polished or overproduced, when he can just be Jungkook. That's what made this so haunting. It felt like we were seeing him, not the performer, but the person. Another image surfaced from inside the same studio, this time showing an open notebook near his water bottle. Blurry, but one ARMY enhanced it digitally. The words, barely legible, read, "If I don't speak, will you still hear me?" A lyric, a question, a fear. We may never know, but one thing was clear: he was pouring himself into this, word by word, step by step, breath by breath. Meanwhile, rumors spiraled in Korea's underground entertainment forums. A known choreographer posted anonymously,